Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about another indicator called ultimate oscillator. We are looking at Euro US dollar chart and we are on daily chart. Let me add the oscillator to our chart. Okay, you can see ultimate oscillator. This is not very famous indicator. We have other oscillators which we already covered in other videos like RSI and others. So they are more famous and people use them more, so they're more popular anyway. But this indicator also is very powerful indicator. You can use it to generate some good signal. I'm adding that to the chart. You can see we have cycles here, cycle 1, 2, 3. On some platforms you don't have the choice to change these. Normally these are preset to 7, 14 and 28. Sorry. But what are these cycles? Let me just explain that one first for you. I created a couple of notes here. This indicator is based on buying pressure. So what is buying pressure? The buying pressure is different between the current close and the minimum of current low or previous close. So the bigger this number is, it means that we have more buying pressure. So the formula for ultimate oscillator is written here. You can see it. So as I said, because cycles normally set to 7, 14 and 28, if you replace this with the cycles, you get to this formula, which is 100 times of the 4 times of average 7 plus 2 times average 14 plus average 28 divided by the sum of 4, 2 and 1. Anyway, we normally don't explain the formula and we don't care about the formula. We go to the point how we should use the indicator. But because here I wanted to show you what are those cycles and what changes they make to your trading. If you change those numbers, I thought it's a good idea just to point out the formula for this one. Okay, so we go back to the platform. We don't change the cycles, we just leave them as 7, 14, 28. The color is just something you can change or you don't, that's personal. Then the overbought and oversold, normally we go red for one and we go green for the other one, or maybe this result then another different color. Okay, create. I make this window a bit bigger so you can see better. Okay. So, the signals that we can get from this indicator are different. We can get two different types of signals. One of them are the overbought and oversold signal, and the other one will be the divergent signals. Like many other oscillators, we use divergent signals as well. For overbought and oversold signals, we normally trade in the direction of the trend. Some day traders or scalpers may use these overbought and oversold signals in any direction without paying attention to the trend. But we normally try to trade low risk, and we consider to trade in the direction of the trend. Okay, let me just go back to the indicator, to the application. So when we talk about the trading in the direction of the trend, how we can say which way is the trend? Normally, if you look at the chart, you can say that, okay, we are in downtrend here and uptrend here. But to minimize the mistakes and visual, judgment, you may add two moving averages. So to add moving averages, we add two. One we leave at 50, red is good, create, and for the other one, second moving average, we put this at 200 because we're using daily chart 200, and it's good anyway, and we change the color to blue. Okay. You can see it matches the visual as we expected now. So here you can see it's downtrend and red is below the blue, smaller time frame is below the blue, so it's downtrend. Then here you can see it's uptrend, and also the red goes above blue, shorter moving average goes above the longer moving average. So it's the uptrend here, and we are still in uptrend. Okay. So when we are in uptrend, we should look for the in an uptrend buy when the indicator rises above oversold line. So we wait for the indicator to go under oversold, which is 30. Here you can see I'm just adding sorry. Go here. You can see here the indicator gone below the 30, which is the oversold. So we know the market is in oversold situation, but we are still in uptrend. So this is very good entry point to go long. If you put buy here, and as you can see, the price goes high. As you can see, this is very powerful indicator. You can get very good signal if you are patient enough. Don't just go mad and say, oh, here is overbought, so let me sell. No, as I said, if you sell here, you can see still rising because we are in an uptrend. So take this into consideration. Never go against trend. Okay, just to test another signal. The number of signals is not too much in this indicator, so you can see that not much signals is provided anyway. So yeah, I can see that's the only signal that we should have gone long, and it is very good one as well. The other type of signals that we can get is divergence signals. So divergence signals normally happens at the trend reversals. Buy signal normally at the end of the downtrend. So we wait for the bullish divergence in the market. What is a bullish divergence? We explained bullish divergence and bearish divergence in other indicators. So when I discussed the other side, for example, I explained this as well. But the bullish divergence means the price makes lower low. Okay, we are because in a downtrend, the price still making lower lows, but the indicator displays higher lows. So this means that, okay, the downtrend is getting weaker and weaker, and you should expect a reversal. Or the sell signals normally at the end of an uptrend, and we wait for the bearish divergence. So this means the price is still making higher high, but the indicator displays lower high, which means that the uptrend gets weaker and weaker. We go back to the chart and we look for the divergence that happened. Okay, so we are in a downtrend here. You can see the smaller moving average is below the bigger moving average, and so we are in a downtrend. Then here we can see the price is making lower low still, and the indicator making higher low. Just let me add another segment here for you guys to make it more clear what I'm talking about. So it's okay, lower low. So this low is lower than this, okay, and in the indicator window, we can see at the same time we have higher low. So I'm adding a note here. Just the annotation here. You can see this is making lower low, and on the other window we are making higher low. Okay, this means that the trend reversal may happen, and as you can see, this is very close to the oversold position as well, and the previous one was in oversold. So we should take the chance and just go long from here, and listen to these divergence. So we put a buy here, and then because we are a long time trader, I mean not a day trader or scalper, so we stay in the chart. So let me just add a line here. We put buy, and as you can see, we can just stay in the trade for a very long time and take the benefit of this nice signal of the trend reversal. So yeah, that was all I could say about the this indicator. Very nice, very powerful. I used to use it a lot before. I'm using other indicators at the moment, but as you can see, if you have an eye on this one, it gives you some very good signals, but you should be patient. You should be patient. So as you can see it in the two signals that generated by this indicator, one happened back in March or April, back in March 2020, and the other signals happened here after 1 year in April 2021. So the nice and good signals from this indicator happens rarely, very rarely. So you should wait for a long time and just be patient. And meanwhile, you are using your other indicators and you're trading with the other one. But if you use other time frames, maybe 1 hour, 4 hours, you get more and more signals. Then you can trade more frequently using this indicator anyway. Just here go and change the time frame to maybe 1 hour, then see what happens. You can see same scenario happens. So you get more and more signals, but just bear in mind that you should always trade in the direction of the trend. That was all about this indicator. I hope you learned something and you can use it in your future trade. Have a nice day. Happy trading. See you later.